Have you ever noticed something strange about happiness? Think back to the moments you once believed would change your life forever. Graduating high school, getting accepted into college, passing a driving test, landing your first job, entering your first serious relationship. Before those moments happened, many of us were nervous. Our hearts raced. We worried about failure. We imagined everything that could go wrong. And then we succeeded. The acceptance letter arrived. The examiner said, "You passed." Someone said, "Yes, I'd love to go out with you." In those moments, happiness felt overwhelming, pure, real, almost explosive. You felt like you had finally arrived. But here's the uncomfortable question. If you've already experienced so many of those joyful moments, why do so many people still feel dissatisfied with life today? This isn't a hypothetical question. It comes from real conversations with real people. When asked, most people can list several major victories in their lives, things they once desperately wanted. And yet, when asked how they feel right now, many hesitate. They say they feel tired, unfulfilled, restless, like something is still missing. So what happened? Why didn't those achievements create lasting happiness? Over time, a quiet pattern begins to reveal itself. Each achievement brings joy, but only temporarily. Eventually, even the most exciting milestone becomes normal. What once felt extraordinary slowly settles into the background of everyday life. And then, without noticing it, we move on to the next thing. I'll be happy when I get into college. I'll be happy when I get a better job. I'll be happy when I earn more money. I'll be happy when I find the right person. This way of thinking has a name, whether we realize it or not. It's called if only living. If only I reach that goal, then I'll finally be happy. But here's the trap. When you reach that goal, your mind immediately creates another one, a new finish line, a new destination, a new if only. So the question becomes unavoidable. Does chasing one goal after another actually guarantee happiness? Or are we just repeating the same cycle over and over again? Think about something simple like buying a new phone. Before you buy it, you watch reviews, you compare models, you imagine how amazing it will feel to own it. When it finally arrives, you're excited, you check it constantly, you love it, and then weeks pass. Eventually, it's just a phone. Not bad, not disappointing, just normal. The same thing happens with achievements. The problem isn't that goals are bad. The problem is believing that happiness only exists after we reach them. Most of life doesn't happen at the finish line. It happens on the road between where you are now and where you want to be. If you believe happiness only exists at point B, then point A, the present moment, will always feel like something you need to endure, and that's exhausting. Think about someone whose dream is to own a house. Until they buy it, every day feels incomplete. Every year feels like waiting. Life becomes something to tolerate, not enjoy. Or think about someone who feels lonely. They believe happiness will only arrive when they're in a relationship. Until then, every day feels empty. That kind of pressure is heavy. It quietly harms mental health. It drains energy. It turns life into a constant state of dissatisfaction. So what's the alternative? The answer isn't new. In fact, it's ancient wisdom, something we've heard many times but rarely live by. Happiness is not the destination, it's the journey. That phrase sounds simple, maybe even cliché, but living it is anything but easy, because we were raised to think in outcomes, grades, promotions, titles, salaries, results. So shifting from destination-focused thinking to journey-focused living feels unnatural at first. But here's the key realization. If the old way truly worked, we would already feel fulfilled. Recognizing that is the first step. Now imagine this. Someone wants to become financially successful by opening a bakery. If they believe happiness only comes after the bakery succeeds, then every day before that feels like failure. But what if they change the goal? Instead of chasing success, they focus on loving the process. They experiment with new recipes. They enjoy the smell of fresh bread in the morning. They learn marketing, storytelling, and customer experience like a curious student. Maybe they even share their baking journey online, just for fun. Now, even if success takes time, life feels meaningful today. Some people may say, "But I haven't succeeded yet. How can I be happy?" Here's a simple response. If success hasn't arrived yet, would you rather be unsuccessful and miserable, or unsuccessful and happy? There's no rule that says suffering guarantees success. The same applies to learning and work. If your job drains you every day, don't ignore that feeling. Ask better questions. What kind of work would I enjoy waking up for? What environment helps me feel alive? What skills would I love to build? This doesn't mean quitting recklessly. It means being honest and intentional. Many people change careers multiple times in life. That's normal. You can stay where you are while preparing for where you want to go. Learn quietly, build skills, take courses, grow. That way, even the transition becomes meaningful. Think of mountain climbers. Beginners believe happiness exists only at the summit. Experienced climbers know the truth, the friendships, the struggle, the shared effort, the moments along the path. That's where fulfillment lives. Reaching the top feels powerful because the journey mattered. So ask yourself this: am I living in if only mode, or am I learning how to enjoy the path I'm walking right now? Because life doesn't begin when you arrive. Life is happening right now. And when you learn how to be present, curious, and engaged on the journey, happiness stops feeling distant. It becomes something you practice every day. This is all I want to share with you in this video. Hope you enjoy, and don't forget to subscribe and comment your thought.